We're here today protesting the savage cuts to Ballinaffy Community Development Association. We've received nearly £60,000 worth of cuts to our funding, which has meant that there are 4 people being made redundant today.
This organisation, Ballinaffy Community Development Organisation, has been here for over 40 years now. They do great work in this community, and they have sustained this community as shared or mixed throughout the Troubles, which is pretty unusual and quite unique in Northern Ireland. And the fact that they have already lost 4 positions within the organisation with the threat of possible more redundancies is just unbelievable. So I just want to make as much noise as we possibly can and try to get the politicians to actually listen to us and say, you know, come on, we need support here.
Ballinaffy is a very diverse community. Apart from the traditional communities, which are roughly 40%, 60%, we have a very high number of minority ethnic groups living in the area. And all of these people, Catholics, Protestants, people from African origins, people from Asian origins, people from across the world who live here, use the community centre.
One of the valuable things about this community house is that at every event that I've attended, there has been a great mixture of people. The mixture of people that we have here makes our society a much richer place to be. My child is growing up with knowledge of other cultures. Ballinaffy has always been a trailblazer when it comes to anti-sectarian work and community development on that front. I have never seen any sign of favouritism or any sign of sectarianism in this community house, which is a rare thing in Northern Ireland.
You'll notice if you look around the area that there are very working class homes, and there are very middle class homes, and there are quite wealthy ones as well. So all the classes are kind of, you know, side by side, and it's a very safe area for ethnic minorities to move into. It's not a utopia, which is why we need community workers, and particularly community relations workers, because there are issues and there are, you know, there's sectarianism, there's racism like in any other neighbourhood, but it is a pretty unique place to live.
The community house is very important for families in the community itself. It's brought a lot of people together. Well, I used to use the community centre for the community house for when I was younger, for like clubs and stuff. And now my kids are going to creche and stuff there, and my wee girl would go to Heroes here as well, which is like a big hockey thing, ice hockey thing. And they would take them away on residentials and stuff, you know, so it's ridiculous, like, to see it go. I lost my husband last year, and they were great help with that and stuff, you know, so if this goes, we've nothing, like.
My name is Deborah, and I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, and I'm here to support my Ballinaffy Hall because it has helped me and my son so much. I'm wondering what's happening to the children, what's going to happen to our courses. What about a single parent who can't afford to send their child on a holiday, who depend on the summer schemes? This is not promoting integration. This community is multicultural and depends on this hall. And the people in here, you feel so welcome to come here. I'm from the Caribbean, I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, and this hall has meant a lot to me, and it's very sad, and I'm asking and pleading to anyone who's listening, please give back the funding, please get the funding back, because we are going to be suffering. And what about the people who are going to be out of jobs? It's very sad and it's not right. Do something about it, and do something now.
We're very concerned that the government's strategy, which is called Together Building a United Community, has no provision for the supporting of existing shared neighbourhoods. Now, and we have no problem with this. There's a lot of investment in the building of new shared neighbourhoods, and certainly those are necessary. But there's no investment in existing shared neighbourhoods, and no recognition of the knowledge and the skill that exists here, and how it could be used in supporting the development of those new communities.
You know, we've gone through years of conflict where the majority of people have been segregated, you know, or segregated themselves. If we're going to move past this conflict, and it hasn't completely gone away, you know, there's still sectarian issues, we're still living in a very segregated society. And that is not very good for the economy, apart from anything else, because services are duplicated. And people just do not get the chance to interact with each other because we are educated separately, we live separately, So shared neighbourhoods are really, really critically important, I think, but they need work and they need support. People might live side by side and never ever speak to each other, so community relations work is really important in an area like this.
Apart from signing our petition, we're asking people to pick up one of our postcards, put a stamp on it, sign it and post it to the office of the First Minister and Deputy First Minister to highlight their concerns about the lack of investment in shared neighbourhoods.